Alrighty then, I think it's time to get this stream started. Hey there everyone, we are Gaming by Gaslight Live. Welcome back to some more Dead Cells the Foundry update. Let's see if we can break our free week now losing streak. I'm sure we can. Oh, also apparently we're like halfway into a run here. Let's restart what I was doing there. Kind of embarrassing actually. But anyway, yes, let's get started. Let's see here. I mean, we're still trying to beat hard mode here. Well, that's just like a free death right there. But then again, what is not a free death? Well, that's kind of a morbid thought, actually. Anyway, ooh, free turkey. I love free turkey. All right, now I'm kind of putting myself in the position where I'm probably gonna die. But I might not. I should probably just get out of here. That would be smart. Alright, I'm gonna count this as a victory if we can at least make it to the incomplete one. That would be pretty sweet overall. So, you know what? Actually, since this is like a run where it's like do or die, you know, all cursed sword-like. Fight us! Oh boy. Well, that's something. That's certainly a way to start a stream, isn't it? Die within the first 10 seconds. But alright, you know what? We needed to get that out of the way in order to get to where the real winning begins. I mean, I probably should have done better than that. But it's still early for me, so I needed that to wake me up and remind me that we are very fragile indeed. Oh. And beyond the fragility, we also really should go back to that money. And also, again, I should not be trying to kill every single enemy, as what does that really get us? Not much, actually. It does get us some stuff, but not that much. Alrighty then. So, where do we go from here? I guess is the question. The question that has been troubling me for the last 3 weeks. Where do we go from here? And the answer is well, I guess we just try to break out of the old... Oh god. Oh, good god. No, don't. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, you damnable brain bats. Of course, the little ones are grave bats, but no, don't go for the infantry bow. That's the obvious answer. But, as obvious an answer as it is, we are attempting, ever so slightly, to break out of the usual habit of just relying on the old hunting bow. Actually, wait, why am I making this a tactics run when we don't actually have any tactics weapons? Which is not true, actually. We have a bow. Oh dear. Well, that worked out beautifully. Alright, good. And cake. Cake is definitely good. Okay. Well, alright. Get the losses out. Now I'm awake, because I've embarrassed myself twice in the span of like 5 minutes. So, gotta get that out of here. I don't know. I'm not exactly setting a positive start to this run with these terrible deaths. I haven't even got out of the first level. That's very not cool, man. Very not cool. But having said that, I am still confident that today might be the day, at long last, where we make our dreams come true. Either that or we're just gonna fail miserably again, but, you know, both ways still result in us learning some things about ourselves and about the world we live in. Also, I find it kind of funny, in a way, just, you know, due to the way that time zones work. It seems like a number of you are watching from over in Europe, and it's evening over there, whereas for me, I'm still, like, just basically getting up. Fun times. Also, I think we've got a good build already. We have item that pairs nicely with fire, and an item that actually sets stuff on fire. So we have a good build. We just need to actually, you know, not die. That would be a good thing. Actually, now that I think about it, and I like the whole fire angle we've got going here so far, but I would like it even more if we had the burning mace. The burning mace is a really nice item that would, I mean, it sets your enemy on fire, it also burns things, and it also hits pretty hard to begin with, so that's always a good thing. We have that. I think I might also go to the ramparts, because given my performance lately, I might want to try taking the easy way out. But on the other hand, even though the ramparts is technically the easier path, it also has like 10 bajillion brain bats living in there, so we have to worry about said brain bats, and brain bats are never fun to deal with. I mean, they scare easily, but they always return and in greater numbers, and that's just not exactly what I want. So we'll do what we can, basically. One way or the other, we're getting out of here. We're breaking this losing streak, even if it takes me all day. Because, I don't know, I am just done losing. I want to get some winning going here. I want to get all the winning. Hey, no, I'm trying to set you on fire, man. Gotta work with me here, not against me. Kind of already missing that shovel. The shovel was fun. Shovel let us smack things back into other things. But then again, it wasn't always meant to be, so, you know, make do with what you got. Here, I'm gonna recycle one more time. You know what? I like that. I mean, again, the shovel's pretty good. In fact, after just lamenting about not having the shovel, I then proceeded to ignore the shovel. But that's mostly because we're doing, I guess, we're doing a pure brutality run here, so we do need all the brutality we can possibly get. Which in turn means that hopefully... Oh dear. Hopefully... Oh dear. Ow, ow, ow. No, don't kill yourself on the spikes. That's the last thing you want... Oh god. The last thing you want to do. Okay, this is not good. Nope. Alright, where do I go from here? Right here. Nope, that didn't work. Didn't quite work the way I'd hoped. Alright. Okay, here's where genius plays. Not quite genius. 40%. Oh wait, I can actually kill enemies now. Yes. Alright, also heal yourself, because you're kind of close to being dead there, and that's generally not a good sign. Alright. Okay, we're sort of coming back from this. I mean, I should have just kept running in that area. That would have been the smarter play, but I am very stubborn when it comes to these things. And if I can... Oh dear. If I can kill an enemy, I will kill that enemy. Oh dear. One way or the other. It is my destiny, my fate. And also just... I'm far too prideful of a person. I can't tolerate being shamed by something as simple and groveling, oh dear, as a goblin or a bombardier person, or just a pirate zombie ninja. All good things, all things we do not want to get ourselves squished by. Okay. Oh, no. Don't fall to the old trap of letting yourself get murderized. This isn't also not good. I'm not exactly setting high standards, am I? This is looking like it's going to be a never failed run, but on the other hand, it may look that way now, but perhaps I still have an opportunity to turn that around. And I do. I mean, you always have an opportunity to turn a bad thing around into a good thing, but you have to really want it. Come on. Alright. The Crusher is a little slow, but it is doing its job, more or less. See, we're getting there. We're getting back into the groove of things. Oh. And we're not gonna let them make a monkey out of us. Not this time. Possibly. Probably gonna happen. I know myself all too well. There is a pretty reasonable opportunity for us to end up destroying ourselves, but there is an equal opportunity for us to redeem ourselves, so it all really depends on what ultimately works for us. I knew that was going to happen, and yet I did it anyway. Not exactly setting high standards here, am I? Oh well. Just means we gotta be more careful. Hey there, welcome to the stream. So, how do we make this a win? Well, we start by not getting hit anymore. That's totally gonna be the last time we get hit. Totally. Definitely. Alright, so basically now we have to play this like it's a cursed sword run, which means no getting hit. Or we die, and I really don't want to die again. But I know myself all too well, and this is perfect opportunity for me to crush myself yet again. But then again, could be possible that I turn things around. But we'll see. I'm gonna have to play smart, which I have not been thus far, to be honest with you. Alright, you know what? Let's just kinda move on. Got a bad feeling about staying in one place now. Might not be a bad idea to go into yonder prison depths. Actually, you know what? There might be some good stuff waiting for us down there. Oh, I love how that works in my favor. There might be a stat upgrade down here. Doesn't actually look like it. Oh, there is a shop, though. And if we are really lucky, that'll be a food shop, so we can get ourselves back up to a nice amount of health and... No, not like that. Alright, come on, free turkey, free turkey. Not even a cake. Nope, get out. Come on. Okay, he killed himself. Sometimes enemies do that. That is not a food shop. That's very unfortunate, but what can we get from here? I'll take that ice bomb. Maybe I shouldn't have, though, because we're kind of low on money, and feel it. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to... No, we're not going to go to the prison depths today. We could, but I'm not going to, because I'm not confident enough in our position to risk doing that. That'll be another time. It's been a while since we've been to the prison depths, so I might actually want to go back down there someday. But for now, my interests are a little bit more centered on... Oh boy. A little bit slightly more centered on just surviving and getting the heck out of here. Really depends. We have a lot of opportunity, and it's up to us to... Can you go away, Bombat? It's up to us to live out that opportunity. Oh dear. Oh my. Well, that's fun. That's fun indeed. Alright, you know what? I said we were going to go to the ramparts. We're going to the ossuary instead, because I want to make sure we hit that time door. Could you leave me alone? There you go. Oh no, we've missed the time door either way. It's too late now. Or is it? I guess we'll see. I mean, the time door is not going to save us, to be honest with you. It can't save us. It can only... Well, it could help us. That's a true statement right there. It could help us by making us a little bit more stronger, real good grammar there, Gaslight. A little stronger, a little bit, give us a bit of extra money. That's also a good thing. Alright, oh wait, we might actually make this. Okay, which one is it? It's up here. And I hate it when that happens. Should have just gone to the ramparts. But, you know what? It's okay. Even though we didn't get exactly what I wanted. Oh. I'm still moderately optimistic that we're going to be okay. So it's going to be a little bit trickier now. Because that's 2 whole stat upgrades we don't get to put our grubby little fingers into. Which means I was tempted to break that door open. That might have been a smart play, actually, but at the same time, it would have also been a pretty risky play, especially if it turns out, and it might turn out that there is a cursed chest in here. All right, what is at the end? Oh dear. Okay, where? Nope, it's just a food shop. Still good. Come on. Oh dear. Crushinator, away. There we go. All right, that worked. Good. See, everything works out. I'm also gonna eat that turkey there, mostly because it feels like the right thing to do. You eat a turkey, you feel better about your life, and whoop, then just things look a little better when you've got a turkey. Excuse me, sir. Come on. Come on. I hate armadillo men. I really do. They are the bane of my existence, and yet I have to put up with them. But then again, that's life, isn't it? You gotta often put up with things that you really don't care for, but you know you gotta live with. And come on. There you go. All right. Not bad so far. Not great, but not bad. Means all that is left now, just keep this going, which we totally can do. I have a tiny amount of faith in myself this time, which is good. I mean, you always got to have a little bit of faith if you want to succeed. All right, there we go. All right. I mean, we are powerful. Powerful enough. Not like balling out of control powerful, but powerful. Whoa. Powerful enough that we are not completely... Ow. Not completely helpless. Only mostly helpless. So, yeah. Got that going for us. It's there. And I figure, like, right off the bat, I'm gonna want to play smarter when we actually get to the assassin. I mean, we know... I mean, let's see, I'm actually a little bit above half health. So I don't think I'm... Okay, now we're under half health. Okay, so we've got guaranteed criticals now for sure. Though at what cost? At what cost? The cursed chest, isn't it? I'm calling it now, it's the cursed chest. Which, kind of good, kind of bad. On the one hand, it heals us, which is always a good thing. But on the other hand, it does put us in that awkward position where we don't get our free criticals anymore. Which, well, not that great, actually. But on the other hand, we are at full health, so... Oh, no, no, no. Nope. I mean, I kind of want to take some damage just so that, Alright. Yeah, hurt me a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Okay, good. There we go. Now we've got guaranteed... Oh, hello. Well, that was... scary. Also, yeah, notice how that magnet grenade had double damage on it. That's cool that these things can have that sort of modifier now. Alright, I could just switch over to this again. Or I could take this, actually. Burning poison. You know what? Let's stick with what we've got right now. Actually, you know what? No, I immediately want to change that decision. I feel that was the right call. Might have not been, though, but then again, every little bit of extra power going to be crucial to keeping us alive, because we are playing a bit of a risky game, aren't we? And we don't have money or the time to waste on that time door. I really think those doors are yeah, they're too expensive. For what they do in this day and age, they cost a bit too much. But then again, if I really want it, I could have just broken the door down, I suppose. Ow. Which wouldn't have been a terrible idea, actually. Not the worst idea I've ever had, anyway. Oh. Alright, let's crawl our way up. There we go. Take care of him. And then... Oh. Beautiful. Ow. Come on, man. Okay, I'm setting us up for failure again. I'm getting a little bit too sloppy. Not good. Come on, warp over here. No? They never want to work with me. Very, very rude. But, you know, it's life. You got to deal with it. Because if you don't, then where do you end up? Nowhere. Can't lament things not going your way if you're not doing anything to make them go your way. And in this case, I'm not doing a lot to help myself, actually. So I can't be too mad. Just a little mad. Oh, actually, you were starting to... Probably I could have done something with that, but I didn't. Also, I live in perpetual fear that those things are going to, like, turn around at the last second. Oh, dear. And get me. Which I guess is a rational fear to have. All things considered, but even so. Rational or not. Oh, I actually can't get over there from here. Oh, wait. Please. Yes, delicious cake. My one salvation. All right. I mean, if we have cake, we have hope. And if we have hope, we can win. That's all I care about right now. Hopefully. Hopefully, anyway. All right. Things are working out. That's good. At least as good as we can expect them to, given our circumstances. Yeah, look at that. Though I couldn't help but notice that our dear friend, Mr. Spinny Top Man, he did not look like he was particularly impressed by our attempts to stun him with ice and fire. And some level of fury. Can't forget about the fury. No. Ah. Dang it. Oh well, that wasn't... I was living on the edge with that run, and I wasn't living on a very good edge. I did that to myself. Alright. The struggle continues. You know what? Let's play with the ice shock. Yeah, we'll play with the ice shock. I mean, being able to slow enemies down is... Hold on. Oh, okay. We get extra damage when we're at full health. And... that is good, but now I don't. That's unfortunate. But life goes on, and we'll find a way to... get over it. I mean, I like getting guaranteed critical hits. That's a plus. I can live with that. Though it does make me wonder, do I want to, like, if we're going to play with a frantic sword, do we want to play a fashion that provides us with more health than usual? And I think the answer to that is no. I'm not going to do that. Because I still stand by my age-old adage that it is better to do more damage and, like, risk getting hit less than to do more damage, or to be able to take more damage, but then hit less. Because I feel having more health, it only opens the door to letting me take more damage at the end of the day, and that's not what I want. Makes me softer. And I don't want to be soft. I want to be considerably more durable, and also victorization-y, whatever that means. So, will not rely on silly little things like that. We don't want more power. We don't want more health. We want more power. More power is all we want. We want to be able to hit harder, last longer. Ow. Well, that really set us up for victory right there. All right, where is the exit to this place? That's a cursed sword. That's tempting. But no. No cursed sword today. Not right now. We're not ready for it. We haven't earned it. I mean, then again, when do you ever really earn your cursed sword? You never really earn your cursed sword. You just get it, and then you prove you either deserve to be holding it, or you don't. Ends, really. Alright. Struggle continues. So far, so good. But also pretty bad, seeing as we've already died like 4 times. Is not at any point in the history of ever a good thing. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Faster, faster, faster. We've only got precious seconds. No, 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 and I missed it. Disappointing. Disappointing, but, you know, life goes on. And we'll find a way to get over it. I'm actually tempted to just restart, but that's quitter talk. We can't do that. And you know what else? Perhaps it is best if instead of fighting every enemy as I normally like to do, if instead we just kind of rush through this. Might be the smarter play, actually, given my performance as of late. So, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe not killing the enemies, that might be better. I haven't really decided yet on which would make the... The game is really intent on me having these denial waves, isn't it? I mean, that's a lot of them. I mean, we've encountered 3 of them so far. It's just a little ridiculous, actually. But, you know, it is what it is, so we'll hold on to it. We'll live by it. Live by our blade, die by our blade, all that good stuff. And just, yeah, you know what? I think I'm making the right choice by attempting to, like, just kind of rush through. As it were. Might be a good idea. Might end up being a bad idea, but for now it might be the smarter play, simply because we've been dying a lot. We haven't really been accomplishing a lot. So what's the point in harvesting a bunch of cells anyway, right? No point if we don't get to keep them. Alright. And you don't have anything interesting whatsoever, so goodbye, good sir. Alright, and away we go. The great wandering just continues. We're halfway through. Not bad. Actually, I'm also thinking, we've been doing a lot of Dead Cells lately. Would you guys be interested in maybe seeing me do some other stuff on the stream? Especially since we've been dying a lot, so it occurs to me that it might get a little bit boring. Doing the the same thing over and over again. Note how I died when I broke my whole philosophy there of not fighting everything. Ah well, it continues. It's okay. Actually, you know what? This is an even better build, and I'm going to try to follow this advice a bit more religiously this time. We're not going to bother collecting cells like we normally do. We're just going to focus on getting out of here. When it comes to the question of tactics or brutality, I generally have to stand... Oh dear. Okay, this is just proving to be a bit ridiculous. Alright, so we survived. That's good. We didn't need to fight that elite enemy, but I figured it was a good play. But I prefer tactics in general. Tactics is a good all-around stat. In fact, it's probably the most powerful stat in the game, simply because the best active items are tactics-based. So once you've upgraded everything at once you've upgraded everything in the whatchamacallit, the foundry, then you're pretty much set. You know what, let's actually make this a tactics build. Look at that, there's all the stats right there. Let's get the heck out of here. I am done with this horrible God's forsaken place. I am ready to escape. You know what? I said no infantry bow. I'm going to lie. I'm sorry. But I want the power that the bow represents. I mean, like, look at that. Basically unstoppable. Not actually unstoppable, but we are close enough that it makes no difference. Anyway, in general, just tactics has items that really work nicely together. Like, tactics has a lot of synergies with it compared to some of the other builds. Brutality is pretty good. There are some good synergies with survival, but survival's a bit harder to pull off since items require... Most of the survival items have, like... I don't know how to describe it, but they require a bit of, like, a little something extra in order to pull off. But having said that, when you do pull them off, they end up working out really nice. Oh dear. So I guess it really comes down to like how much... I guess it's that survival requires a bit of thought to work, whereas tactics you don't need to think at all. It just... Tactics does its job and requires no further explanation or thought or effort on your part. I mean... Like, some of the most powerful weapons in the game, the Hunter's longbow, the Infantry shortbow, the Cursed sword, they all scale with tactics. And then you have the ice grenades, which are arguably the most powerful item in the game. You also have the ice bow, which is another good item. I mean, the ice bow is not an item that you use by itself, but it is an item that supports, like, everything else. Oh. So, yeah. Basically, you can't go wrong with tactics. It's a very friendly stat to go with, my personal opinion. It's also pretty much my standby at this point, along with the hunter bow, or infantry bow, rather. The hunter bow is also good, especially because the hunter bow actually synergizes. Ow. Hunter bow really synergizes nicely. I'm gonna heal myself now. I've taken a bit too much unnecessary damage. But the Hunter Bow synergizes really nicely with some of the mutations in the game. Particularly the one that lets you do extra damage when there's no enemies nearby. That combined with the Hunter Bow and then some ice-related stuff, put that all in on the Assassin, and the Assassin doesn't stand a chance. I mean, yeah. Actually, basically all the bosses in the game don't have a chance if you are combining it. Oh yeah, look at that. Ice bow. Yeah. Basically, we are now unstoppable. I say that with an asterisk, of course. A disclaimer to say we are not really unstoppable. But since I can do that, and then this, and then that again, we are effectively unstoppable. Like, in theory, we are unstoppable. In practice, practice, we, of course, are vulnerable to taking bad damage and good damage. I mean, is there actually anything... Is there really such a thing as good damage? The answer to that is probably not, but, you know. There's damage that is unavoidable, which is actually also something that isn't really true unless you put yourself in a bad position in the first place. Which, by extension, means that there is not really any such thing as bad, unavoidable damage. Now then again, well, no. Very few games, and Dead Cells is definitely not one of them, very few games have situations where you can't avoid damage. As long as you are actually in control of yourself and your character are just about always in 100% control. Only thing I would like on this bow right now, if we had enemy penetration. We need to be able to penetrate our enemies, but they can't hit us back. That would be good. We don't have that right now, but we do have... You know what? No. I was thinking to myself I would try to get either the hunter's bow or another infantry bow, something that would have enemy penetration on it, but in retrospect, that's not what we need right now. What we need right now is to just save up our money. And if we save up our money, we ultimately end up better for it. And if we end up better for it, then we put ourselves in a situation where we're good. And actually, the fact that the ice bow has enemy penetration, that puts us in the best of all possible worlds, because we can freeze every single enemy effectively all in one go, which is good, because then it lets us do stuff like that, where we get right up close and personal, preventing the enemy from ever posing a threat in the first place. That's, like, this is the kind of build that we want to do more often, is make sure that enemies can't touch us. The enemy that can't touch us is the enemy that we don't have to be afraid of. Or at least that's my general thought process on that. And you know what? I'm going to replace this for that. Though we're probably going to eventually replace everything for ice grenades. Eventually. Not right now, but eventually. Mostly because it seems like the right strategy to have. Yeah. See, it all works out. Which is all I care about. I am very, very results-oriented. If the strategy works, I will keep doing it over and over again. If it doesn't work, I might still try doing it over and over again. Depends, really. Actually, in general, I should be saving our money for later levels, like the ossuary. That would be better. Right now, our focus needs to be on just saving up money, getting to the point where we can afford all the good stuff. Excuse me, sir. Bit of cake, that never hurt anybody. Though I will say, it is looking a little bit like I am pushing us a little bit for time, but I want to try killing as many enemies as possible, even though I've already said, hey, you know what, maybe we shouldn't be doing that. I guess it really depends on the build we have. If we have a really good, powerful build, then, yeah, I'll take my time killing enemies. If we have, like, a mediocre average build, then it's probably better to just forward rather than spending our time just kind of lollygagging about. I guess it's all about making things work, and I am mostly confident in our ability to make things work. And, whoa. Almost jumped into something bad there. Alright, you know what? Actually, I am thinking to myself, I was worrying a little bit too much. Because as we can see, we are strong enough to mostly one-shot our enemies, and mostly keep them under control until we're ready for them, which is always a good thing. And we are mostly not concerned too much with actually dying, since we're at full health. We have a reasonable amount of health. We could have more, but it's not my immediate concern here. Alright. Yeah. What we've got here is a good thing. This is a good thing, and we don't want to ruin it. Though I know myself well enough to know that I might end up ruining it. But we'll have to wait for the judges on that one, because for now, it looks like everything is actually going to work out perfectly fine. Which is what I like. I like a perfectly fine run. A run that goes smoothly. And things are so far looking reasonably smooth. So, you want to get to that time door, so you know what? Let's move on. Let's forget about all the enemies, because enemies are nice, but we don't need to kill everyone, so won't. And we have 145 cells. That's a good investment right there. Does the job. Which is all I care about, I suppose, at the end of the day. You know, I really wish that door right there would just open if I had nothing to spend with the collector. Oh well. is what she is. And since the door breaks really easily these days, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Though it does leave me wondering what I'm going to want to do when we eventually... Because it's going to happen someday. We're going to be at a point where there's literally nothing left to spend ourselves on. And then what do we do? That is a very good question. At least I think so. Which sort of makes me think to myself, like, what would be a good use for us to spend cells on once everything's been unlocked? Once you've maxed out everything in the foundry, you've collected all the blueprints, what would you do? What should you do? And I don't really have an answer for that. I don't know. I mean, there's probably some good things, like, I don't know. Maybe you spend your cells to unlock, like, extra challenge, like, difficulty modifiers. That might be a fun idea. Oh. I really, really need a bow that has enemy penetration. Because this is not working very well for me right now. At least when we're in areas where there's, like, a whole bunch of enemies. There we go. All right next to each other. Not good. Okay. Also, I probably want to put a few more stats into survival. Oh, thanks for coming out. 2:41 a.m. Wow. It is a really cool feeling knowing, like, being able to do this and knowing that there's, like, people all over the world in all kinds of different time zones watching. Really helps put things in perspective, doesn't it, about life? I guess, and how big the world is for that matter. Which is humbling in its way. Alright, let's boom, and the curse is gone. Though I still kind of miss the fact that we don't actually have the gift anymore. Gift is not a thing that exists. Most unfortunate, but, you know, it was fun while it lasted, and I guess we might see it make a return in some form or another in next update. I'm kind of wondering when the next update's going to be. Oh. I mean, probably not for a few months, because I imagine the next update is basically going to be, like, the next few updates, in fact, are probably going to be mostly focused on adding new levels and bosses, because we've got, like, 2 more bosses, like 4 or 5 more levels, I think, based on what Motion Twin has said their plans are for 1.0. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. I always look forward to new levels and new bosses, because those are the things that really help add variety to the game. I'm also still really hoping we get... we have an incomplete one. I'm really... Oh, God. Wasn't expecting him to actually slide right off the ledge there. But he did. No, no. Ah. Oh, that was painful. That was so painful. Yet life goes on. I actually kind of hate myself for that one. Just a little bit. Mostly because of how needless that death ended up being. But it also reminds me that, you know, like I mean, it happens every time, doesn't it? I'm like, oh, we're invincible now. Nothing can stop us. And then something shows up to prove me wrong. The universe of Dead Cells is trying to teach me a lesson here. I apparently refuse to learn it. That lesson, of course, is, for God's sake, don't get cocky. There's just too much at stake here, as far as our honor and dignity is concerned, so I'm gonna make this an ever tactics run right off the bat, I'm thinking. Gonna save that for later. And the only reason I'm gonna make it a tactics run is because that's where I feel most comfortable. I feel most comfortable doing tactics runs, because that's where we get the most power. But we also get a lot of fragility that way, seeing as we end up ultimately usually having a bit less health. Usually. Not always, but usually. Alright. Actually, you know what? Try to find the sewer entrance. Let's... Just so we can do something different. I mean, we've been going to the promenade the last few times. I want to switch things up. I want to go in a different direction and try expanding our options just a little bit. Since, I mean, if we're going to die 10,000 times anyway, we might as well die 10,000 different times, 10,000 different ways. Oh, wow. This is like the first time in a million years I haven't actually had any cells on me. You know what? I'm going to actually pick this one first, because there's usually not a cursed chest in the sewers, but sometimes there is, so this may prove to be my undoing. We'll see. There. I'm also very conscious of the fact that we haven't even made it to the incomplete one once on this run, which is actually really making me self-conscious. But I suppose I shouldn't worry too much about it. Instead, just gonna keep moving, and ultimately, I might just not bother fighting enemies until I actually get, like, my ideal weapon. Of course, I knew as soon as I said that I was lying to myself. But until I get a faster weapon, it probably is a good idea to not fight every single enemy. But, you know, we can get some fighting in here. So I will, just a little bit, because we do want to collect some cells. Just so we can say that we managed to accomplish something this particular run. I mean, not that we aren't accomplishing anything, but at the same time... Oh. As long as I duck, green arrow can't hit me, and we are safe, and that's good, because, you know, generally speaking, we don't want to get hit. I mean, actually, to be honest, the explosive crossbow is a really good weapon. It's powerful, it's a bit slow. Oh god. Brilliantly done, Gaslight. I don't think there's been an ETA on the next update. For me, I'm mostly just hoping that if it has one new level and or one new boss, then I will be satisfied. Something new to challenge ourselves with. Also, I really need to stop falling in the poison because that's just not good. Alright, good. That worked out, though. Alright, boom, and bam. I'm actually kind of surprised. I've been taking a lot of bad damage, and yet we're still pretty close to full health. I don't feel like I deserve that. That was a bad play. Smart person... Ow. A smart person would have used their dagger. But then again... Alright. Anyway. You know what? It's time I started listening to my own advice. This is... It's not a bad run we've got here, but it's not a run that... It's not meant for fighting. If that makes any sense. This is a run that was definitely meant more for, I guess, wandering. Until now, anyway. Now we have our killer attack power. This is it. Oh, dear. Yeah, you see, now we've got the stopping power to stop our enemies. There we go. That's what I like to see. This is good. Oh, you know what? We haven't done a challenge area in a while. And there was a part of me that says, you know what? I should totally do that challenge area. I mean, what do we have to lose, right? Nothing except our life and our dignity. But then again, I guess we also have our dignity to lose. No! Ugh, I saw it coming. I saw the shield guy and I said to myself, you know what? This is not a good place to be. But I do know how I screwed that up, so I won't make that mistake again. Or at least I like to tell myself I won't, but that is kind of a common theme for me to end up accidentally wandering just a little bit into a situation where there's a few too many enemies immediately close by. Oh, Yeah. All right. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There we go. All right. Just take it slow and take it cautiously and smartly. That's my advice. But clearly I'm not a fan of listening to my own advice. So... Oh, good. Turkey. All right. That gave me my undeserved second chance of this level. Also occurs to me I might want to move on soon. I mean, we've been having a good time here, but round. No, we're probably not missing too much if we do. You know what? Actually, I want to change things up a little bit. I don't normally use the decoy. Not even sure if the decoy works on any of the bosses. But I would be interested in trying it. You never know. It could end up actually being a good thing. Or not. You never know, really. Until you try these things. Oh, I should have known. And here I was, oh, there's not going to be a cursed chest in the sewers. Oh well. Thanks, and thanks for coming out. Oh. Nope, 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 yes. Oh, right, we don't actually have the healing. Well, where things get really interesting. Mostly. Or they're just going to fall apart. Alright, but now is the time to really listen to my advice about playing it cautiously. Okay, see? So far, so good. Okay, I just need to kill one more enemy, and the curse is gone. There we go. Alright, ice bow? Dang, I accidentally picked shields instead of bows. Not what I intended to do, but not a bad choice, all things considered. Oh, that would be cool. I do wonder who that sewer guy is. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, never mind. That's not an oh, dear moment at all. That was a, haha, suck it, elite enemy who thought he was better than me. No, no, no. That was unfortunate. But I should have seen that coming, to be honest. They're always out to get me. These bombats, these kamikaze things. Nasty, nasty little hobbitses. Also, there is another elite enemy that we probably want to go back and visit. There we go. Alright, where was that elite enemy? He was up here somewhere. Yes. Alright, so we're gonna fight him. Choose what's in the shop. It's found in a secret area in the... Whoop. A secret area in the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. You need to get the crypt key, which is hidden in a secret area somewhere, like in one of those like secret fake wall things. Like the little rune symbols. Somewhere in like the underground part of the level. How much time do we have left? We actually have a full minute. Hey there, welcome to the stream. We're almost there. Whoop. If I remember, I'll try to show off where, or like how you get the little shop thing. Pretty sure it's in the graveyard. Yeah, end of the graveyard. Oh, architect's key, sorry. I was saying crypt key. But it's the architect's key, that's right. Actually, you know what? It's been a while since we've been to the graveyard anyway, so I kind of want to go visit there. It's also got a lot of delightful little things. Also, you know what? May have taken a bit too much time here. That time door. And by need, I mean want. Mostly just want the time door. Also, it occurs to me that, meaning to do it for a while now, but I think for next week's stream, I'm going to try to have, like a Discord channel set up. That way, people watching on Twitch and people watching on YouTube can interact with one another. Because I think that would be a good thing. Gets the conversation even more started. I'm starting to think to myself that I have bypassed the time door. Or have I? Oh, no, there it is. Alright, I was a little scared there that I was actually... that it was, like, for once, it was actually at the beginning of the level, and I had bypassed it, but nope, it's right here. That's good. Exactly where it belongs. I think it depends on your build. I find the assassin's difficult if you don't have good, I guess, like, good crowd controlling type weapons and stuff. Like, if you can't stun her reliably, or you can't freeze her in place reliably, she's a lot harder. But if you have anything that lets you kind of control the flow of the fight, then she ends up being pretty straightforward. Oop. Almost let ourselves slip away there. And yeah, we could go to the... Actually, yeah, we have to go fight the Watcher, don't we? If we want to go to the graveyard. Ow. So, I suppose with that in mind, it should get ourselves... we'll have to remember the Watcher fight is here. And go back and visit her sometime. Wait, why am I saying the Watcher's a she? I don't think the Watcher is anything. It's just an amorphous blob with tentacles and teeth. Truly a horror to behold. An aberration against all... Oh dear. Against all things living. And some things that are not living. No, no, no. Oh, that was bad. Oh, my money. I hate it when that happens. Oh well. Live and learn. What I says. But yeah, I mean, overall with the assassin, I think she's probably one of the trickier bosses since, mostly because, like, she's pretty easy to figure out her patterns and everything and, like, to know how to fight her, but assassin also does a lot of damage. So, of all the bosses, the assassin is probably the least forgiving, I think, since all it takes is a couple of hits and then you end up dead diddly ed. I'll spend that money, get to full health. Gets us a little extra health for the time being. Alright. So far, so good. We are demolishing our prey, which is always nice to see. Ow. I hate you so much, Magic Mike. And yet we have to live with you. So we'll put up with it for now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ow, 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 and ow again. Let that one slip away from me a little bit. Just a little bit. So that's actually what I kind of like, as frustrating as it has been trying to beat hard mode here. I also really appreciate the fact that compared to some of the, like, the easier difficulty levels, whoa, you can go from winning to losing really quickly in hard mode. But you have to stay on your toes the whole time. It's kind of refreshing, actually, in its own way. A little frustrating sometimes as well, I'll admit. But also, oh, good God. Well, that was scary for about 5 seconds. And boop. Oh, that was good. That was really good. I liked that. That's what I like to see. Oh. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. But remember, we are still very, very fragile indeed. and can still get utterly crushed and destroyed in a blink of an eye. So we do need to watch out for that. Very important. Probably the most important. I mean, that's probably like the key thing to learn from ultra hard mode. You think the other, like, just regular mode is easy, then hard mode is where you really start to appreciate, like, that this is in fact a roguelike, I suppose. Everything else is just a game until that point. I'll say both, ham and turkey sandwich. Gotta get both of those in there. Why not both? I also am kind of weirded out by the fact that I apparently considered attacking the door as a higher priority target. But, you know, I assume our Headless Joe friend here, he knows what he's doing. Possibly. Probably knows more than me. Oh. Ow. I also might want to start getting a bit of a move on here. Since, I mean, we're going to be fighting the Watcher, so there is no point worrying about the time door. Okay, who are we dealing with? Okay, it's just an elite zombie. I'm not too worried about those guys. I'm a little worried about those guys, actually. Yeah, you go over there. Oh, look, everyone else is dead. Wonderful. That worked out. Didn't have anything to worry about there. Everything was simple and clean, just the way I like it. And also, we should probably go ahead and buy ourselves some turkey. Turkey would be very good about now. Wink. And also more ice. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfection. Absolute perfection. I mean, now, the only thing we need to really, really make this the perfect run is to get an ice bow. Of course, I mean, like, this is, it's a really easy build we've got going here. But it works, and sometimes that's all you need. I mean, I guess right now our real focus is... Wait a minute. Did we have 2 free cell doors? I wasn't just imagining that, was I? I mean, I can understand why there would be 2 free cell doors in the ramparts, seeing as there's like one that goes to the Watcher and one that goes to just, you know, a random cell door. I'm a little surprised by that. Oh well, she is what she is. Actually, we were talking earlier about like what should be done with cells once you've unlocked everything, and it just occurred to me that there was a suggestion that I remember coming up in the community, both in our own videos and also just in like the general wider Dead Cells community, of being able to like pay to reroll the stats on your weapon. That would be a good thing. So I figure it is important that there like always be something to make cells worth it. Okay, so let's go down to the shop, get ourselves a nice turkey sandwich here. Wait, this is the turkey store, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'll take that. Oh, dang it. Not quite enough for full health, unfortunately. Oh well. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, there wasn't even a weapon shop in here, was there? Oh. Huh. That's odd. Oh well. Such is life. Where was that ever door? Right here. Alright, off to the Watcher. So far, we're making reasonable time, as far as time is concerned. Here, off to the graveyard, and then from the graveyard to... I think from the graveyard... I don't know. Dark Sepulchre or the other place. Place that is dark. Or not dark. The opposite of dark. The clock tower. Double ammo. No, this accelerating the health flask is probably the more valuable. That's the more valuable choice for us. So that's the choice we're going to go with. Seems like a smart play. Alright. Hello, Watcher, my old friend. That was brilliantly done. Ah, dang it, I should have frozen. Oh no. Oh, my air, wait, hold on a second. Dang. Oh, wait, no. The one I just threw. Oh yeah, I could do that. That also works. Smart plays, Gaslight. Beautifully done. All right. Jolly good. Yep, come on. Come on. All right. Come on. Yes, just keep freezing them. Oh, I should have frozen one more time, then we wouldn't have even had to... Dang it, I did it again. We are once more in that awkward point where all our arrows are in our enemies. And by in our enemies, I mean in that guy. But that worked out nicely. Ah, dang it. Beautiful, beautiful. So far, so good. Wait for it. Ow. So far, again. So far, so good. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. He's almost dead. He is almost dead, but I'm at the same time really not being smart about this. Freeze him up, and he's gone. Nicely done. All right. Now, let's see, 16 minutes. I think we still have time to hit the time door in the graveyard, which is always good because it gives us stat upgrades, which are always very appreciated. But first, here, I think our first goal should be to upgrade everything that we have not upgraded yet. That way everything at least has a +1 stat boost, I feel, or that, so that subconsciously I don't overlook it. Because I definitely do that. There's actually a couple of things I don't think I've even given a single, yeah, Firebrands and Fire Torrent I still haven't upgraded at all. There we go. Yeah, alright, so we're actually almost at a point. That double damage. It's so weird having that on an active item, or like on our skill items, but it's also kind of cool, so I like it. It also weirds me out a little bit. Just a little. By a little, I mean a lot, actually. Eh. It is what it is. And we will make do with. We'll see. Things will get there. Oh yeah, seeing as there's like 10 bajillion time doors here, I probably, or not time doors, 10 bajillion cursed chests, it's probably critical. Probably critical that we don't wander. And by wander, I mean we don't kill too many enemies before we've had our chance to actually pick up some of these cursed chests. I mean, yeah, that guy I probably want to kill, though, because he's gonna get in our face. I mean, there's usually like 3 or 4, maybe even 5. Yeah, I mean, those you just kill right away, though. Like, there's, don't ask questions about that. That's just, if you want to live, you kill the bombats. But it's kind of cool that they all, like, ow, they all cluster the way they do. That was brilliant play right there, Gaslight. Brilliant play. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Ah, yes, this also causes enemies to, or arrows to fall out of our victims, so that's good. And we're gonna go through this again, because I do want to kill these guys. Mostly for the cells, and by mostly I mean entirely for the cells. Oh, come on. That was just silliness on my part. But silliness is what I do. It's what I'm best at. I guess, probably. Alright, also remind me, we definitely remember to keep my eye out for the Architect's Key. since that's part of the reason we're here. The other part is because this is just a fun level to explore. I mean, look at all that sweet, sweet health we've got. I'm gonna kill a couple of the mics because it's just good safety practices to do that, I should think. And I'm gonna kill the training dummy. But first, alright. I mean, you don't not kill the fog guy. Oop. Okay, there's our key. Get into the crypt. So that's... I guess I have no choice but to kill these guys if I don't want to get hit. Oh. Okay, where is our friendo? There's our friendo. Oh. Oh dear. Alright. Yeah, I always hate when I have a bow, but I don't have enemy penetration. Mostly just because it's kind of irritating. Just a little bit. Especially when you're fighting groups of enemies like this. Of course, I don't have to fight the grave bats. I could ignore them. Then just keep moving on with my life. Oh dear. But that's a pathway to many bad things that result in you dying, so I shouldn't do that too much. But I'm gonna try not to fight every single one of them. Alright. Also, before we go, I always like checking out the secret area over here. Sometimes has some interesting stuff for us, sometimes it doesn't. Really depends on whether we're feeling lucky or not. And usually I am feeling lucky. But not always. Sometimes I am really, really not lucky. Okay, this has got to be the cursed chest. I can smell the curse of the chest. Okay. Making a bit of a risky play here that's probably going to get me killed. Oh, this isn't even the cursed chest. Never mind. Just a regular chest. Alright. I'm going to go back and kill the... Oh, turkey. I love turkey. The RNG giveth, the RNG taketh away. Whoa! Chuckles, man. No, don't do that. Come on, Chuckles. I thought we were friends. I mean, you're already dead, so I don't know why I'm still talking to you, but, you know. Hey there. Welcome to the stream. Why did I kill him? Oop, slipped away. Alright. What cowards, huh? Oh. And... okay, there goes him. But where is the cursed chest? I mean, surely there is a cursed chest here somewhere. There's always a cursed chest. Oh. There is never not a cursed chest. So its absence is highly suspicious to me. Whoa, no. Always the dangerous part when you're trying to avoid enemies is that you never know when that attempt is going to end up kind of coming back to haunt you. Oh, this is it. I can smell the cursed chest in here. This is definitely for real this time where the cursed chest is. And I was right. All right. Good stuff. That is an ice crossbow. I like the ice crossbow, but it's not as good as the regular ice bow, because the regular ice bow, of course, lets you, oh, look at that. Curse is gone. Bam, and the curse is gone. Good stuff. Oh dear. But it worked. Everything worked out perfectly according to plan. Which is all I care about. If things go according to plan, then I am happy. Of course, you gotta be prepared for those times when they don't go according to plan. And this is fortunately not one of those times. So there's our door. Now we just need to go underground here and find the Architect's Key, and then we can show off opening up yonder Architect's Key door. Ow. Have I mentioned how much I hate these grave bats? If I have, I haven't mentioned it enough. Not nearly enough. They are truly some of the worst things out there. Why am I killing all these enemies? That's a good question. I mean, there's probably enough fly people. I don't need to worry too much about saving enemies. But then again, we have run into this problem before, where we end up getting to the boss, and we're still cursed because I have not seen fit with a hunter's bow. That's good, but it's not what I want right now. I'm looking for... Well, the Frost Blast... You know what? The Frost Blast is actually... You know what? Let's go one more time, see if we can upgrade our bow. There we go. 50%. Shots pierce the first target. That's exactly what I was looking for. Alright, good. Now we are truly unstoppable. Oh god, damn it, I said it. I've doomed the run. Why did you have to do it, Gaslight? I've doomed us all. Why? You were doing so well. But now you have foiled the run. I have to, like, I don't know, spit in the, like, I don't know. Someone sacrifice a goat, damn it. Gotta get my luck back. Need a goat sacrifice here or something to undo the bad luck that I have just brought upon us. Oh, I should know better by now. Oh, look at that. The 4-cell door. Such a tease. I kind of like, though, that, and by kind of like, I really appreciate the fact that Motion Twin, every update, they have a little tease for what's coming in the next update. Just waiting for us. You know what? I'm going to balance things just a little bit, just to be safe. Whoop. Because I believe in safety. Sometimes, anyway. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Maybe just acknowledging that I am not invincible will be enough to undo the curse I have brought upon us. But I kind of doubt it. Then again, I've been wrong before. There we go. Alright. I know the cursed chest is in here some... Oh yeah, I've got to be keeping an eye out for a secret. Alright. Okay. I might be getting a little overboard here when it comes to killing enemies, but alright. Keep an eye out for a secret wall. There we go. Yes, the cursed sword. Wait, that's even riskier. I could kill us all even faster. But I probably should grab the cursed sword. That's, it is a dream of ours. Make it happen. Totally could happen. Okay. Alright, so far, no sign of the secret wall that we're looking for. But I know it's out here. Whoop. And that secret wall will contain our precious prize that we have been looking for. Alright. A lot of archbishops down here, I'm noticing. Oh. You know what? I'm really not even following my own advice of not killing every enemy. But then again, we do have the mutation that makes us not have to kill as many enemies to get rid of our curse, so we might be okay. I'm pretty sure the secret's normally down one of these, like, crypt holes, so... Alright. Okay. We're good. We've got our curse. Got our curse. We've got our... Actually, hang on a second. I know the Architect's Key is down here somewhere. The question is always, where is it hiding this time? I mean, it's also entirely possible that I have actually already gone past it. Don't really want to go that way. Dang it. Actually, no, that worked out. Oh, wow, he killed himself. Oh, yeah. I love how enemies sometimes end up doing that to themselves. They just end up sitting on spikes and going kablooey. Works for me when that happens. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Okay, there goes our curse. Still no sign of the secret wall, but I know it's down here somewhere. Close one. Down here somewhere. I know it. I know it's down here. But where? Of course, finding the architect's key is not nearly as difficult as finding the, getting all the bells in the clock tower, so at least we don't have to do that ever again. Oh god, oh god. Actually, you know what? That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad either. Or that. Okay, maybe it's down here. Waiting for it. I know our secrety wall thing is down here somewhere, but where? Where, oh where did the secret wall go? Oh. Where, oh where could it be? Might even be down here. I mean, the easiest way to know is, I mean, like anywhere where you got all these like plants on the wall, we know there's not a secret wall there because they're like mutually exclusive to one another. Actually starting to get a little perturbed by this. Oh, I know it's down here. But, I mean, as you can kind of see, it can sometimes be a little hard finding the architect's key because you gotta like really scour like the whole underground portion of the level trying to find that key. I mean, unless they changed it. I don't think they've changed it anytime or in the recent past here. But it's possible it's been changed. So that might even be on an enemy, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I'm pretty sure it's still in a wall ooh, cake. Pretty sure it's still in a wall somewhere. Alright. I should try not to kill enemies until we actually know what's at the end of this level. Oh, it's a food shop again. Nice. Love food. Food is delicious. Alright, look at that. Everything worked out exactly as I would have wanted it to. All I can ask for in life. I mean, I could ask for more, but I won't, because that's just greedy and selfish. Actually, maybe I'm just overlooking them, but I can't say I've seen all that many... I haven't seen many secrets in this level. Huh. I mean, I don't think it just... Down here somewhere. Alright, I think to keep things moving, I might bypass it. But I want to check this one area that we haven't really explored. And also there's cells here and enemies to kill. Oh. Aha! There it is! Aha! Architect key. I knew it. Oh. Alright, so there is... That's what we've been looking for. Oh. So we'll just let those guys do their thing over there. And then we'll wander on over here. Alright, it worked perfectly. So, yeah, break open a secret wall, then you get... Right here is where you'd get the shop randomization thing. But don't forget about this secret area right here. Because going here, doing this, gets you a mutation. We've already picked it up, but... Are you kidding me? You followed me all the way over here? That is one determined brain bat. So that's where there's a mutation in that. But since we've already picked it up, we just get money, so that's cool. And I guess we're going to the sepulcher. I thought I did have a choice between the sepulcher and... the clock tower in the graveyard, but I guess I was mistaken. Alright. So instead, we'll just carry on and wander on out of here. I think I am still going to try to get the ice bow, but then again, the frost blast does play... No problem. It does play a good role here, because I mean, all we need to do is freeze the assassin, shoot the assassin, freeze the assassin, shoot the assassin. Pretty straightforward. I mean... Okay, how much did I miss this by? 6 minutes. Okay, so 24 minutes, give or take. Gotta memorize that. I also gotta remember that if there is a cursed chest... If there's a cursed chest, but we've already killed all the enemies in the level, don't take it. Of course, there is still the temptation to go ahead and grab the cursed sword. I don't know. I mean, now that the cursed sword can't have the like quadruple damage modifier on it, there's a part of me that's just not as interested in picking it up. But on the other hand, even without the quadruple damage modifier, the cursed sword is still a very powerful weapon and should not be overlooked. And plus, I mean, beating the game with the cursed sword is the last real achievement we have left. We do have to test our mettle, as it were, by doing so. And we'll get there eventually, no doubt, but it's also not something, like, I'm not going to deliberately go to my way for it. I figure it'll happen when it happens, and there's no point in, like, forcing it. Because then the game will stop becoming fun, because we're very definitely going to have to face a lot of death and despair and failure before we get any success with the cursed sword. So, yeah. Don't want to set ourselves up for disappointment and frustration, when we could instead set ourselves up for excitement and adventure. Is always better than frustration and disappointment, I would think. Good old... I like the sepulcher. It's one of my favorite levels, but I think my favorite level is probably the clock tower. Oh. Though, the whole bell thing is probably my least favorite part of the clock tower. But other than that, I have no complaints. Just good times all around. Ooh, more cake. I love cake. Cake is always good. It is indeed the fruit of life, probably. I mean, if it was a fruit. If cake was a fruit, it would be the fruit of life. I have no doubt about that. None whatsoever. Of course, then again, can't survive on cake alone. That's just silliness right there. So instead, though if I could survive on cake, I probably would. But then again, there's all kinds of things that would be cool if you could do them, but they would probably run out of their novelty factor pretty fast. So, yeah. I don't know. Cake is good though. That's the lesson to derive from all of this. You know what? I like the extra... Like, the reduced chance of unfreezing is going to be really valuable, so we definitely want that. Oh, but that's where you're wrong. Ice cream is not better than cake, because you can have an ice cream cake. Yeah, checkmate, ice cream supremacists. Yeah, there's an answer for everything. It's all there. Oh. No. If I were the sort of person would ultimately sabotage myself at that point where the sabotaging would have taken place, I think. Alright. Stuff. Oh, and then an elite enemy we can fight. I always love fighting these guys. They're so fun. Oh, God. Oh, God, nothing. That ended up being very easy. Which I like. I like easy. He makes my life easy. Oh, what's this? Reduces the unfreezing chance. I like your thinking. Right. Okay, now we are definitely not invincible. Definitely not unstoppable. But definitely even more powerful than we were a second ago. Because now that we have reduced the chances of enemies unfreezing, we have increased the chances of keeping them frozen, possibly forever. Which in turn increases the chances that the assassin is not going to have a hope in snowball hell of surviving us. Which is good. Very, very good indeed. Of course, the thing I wonder about the assassin is, like, assassin implies that she's being paid to kill people, which makes you wonder to yourself, who is paying her? Who is paying the assassin? Which again gets into, like, the whole, like, Dead Cells, like, story speculation stuff that we have been doing recently. I'm really hoping, though, that I'm right. That the final boss is, like, the alchemist. Just, I mean, I guess I kind of hope that, because then it means I can be like, yay, I was right. And get a nice, good ego stroking right there. And who does not like a bit of ego stroking now and then? Can't start over from scratch. Would you intentionally not unlock things? I think the answer to that is maybe. Like, I could definitely see myself, like, if I might eventually, like, when, like, 1.0 comes out, make another save file where I don't unlock anything but the cursed sword, just to maximize the odds of getting a cursed sword. But yeah, like, I would definitely not be above trying to game the system, rigging the odds so that we would get only the items that we really wanted at any given time. But, like, mostly for novelty runs, like when I really specifically wanted to do a particular thing. But in general, I like knowing that there is always a possibility that I'll end up with a run where I just, like, don't get what I really want. So having said that, the game is pretty generous when it comes to, like, eventually letting you pick whatever item you want, especially once you get the shop reroll unlock. I mean, that's a pretty powerful upgrade, really. It gives you, like... Ow. Nope, no, don't do it, don't do it. It gives you, like, what, 6 rerolls or something per shop? So with those odds, it's pretty unlikely that you won't at least once get what you want. But, I mean, can't ever cross it out, can you? There's always the possibility that things will not go in your favor. Yeah. But I figure, I guess, just to summarize my whole position there, I think I would always attempt to leave a little... I'd really go for try getting a cursed sword. Right there. You know what? I'll leave the cursed sword there, just in case. Also, hold on a second here. There is a stat upgrade hiding in that wall secret area up there. So we're going to want to return for that in some point in time. I don't exactly know when, but at some point in time, we're going to want to return to that. Oh. Ow. Stupid enemy. Oh, crapple. Oh, God, no. Not even gonna risk that. Not even a little bit. See? There is always danger waiting around every single corner. Gotta be ready to face it, or else you are probably boned. And I am not looking to get boned right now. Boning will have to happen another time. Alright, also there's some cake there, so we can comfort ourselves with the knowledge that there is cake. That we are not completely hopeless. Okay. I mean, I suppose we are out of healing potions anyway, so going the cursed sword route is not out of the question. But I'm kind of reluctant to do it because I want to break our losing streak. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Oh boy. And it's possible. Actually, I'm almost tempted to try re-rolling to get the double damage cursed sword. I don't know. It's tempting, but at the same time, I don't know. I might take the coward's way out this time and not take the cursed sword. I might do that. Oh god. That was close. That guy almost nicked me. That would have made me sad. Oh well. I mean, cursed sword, it's waiting for me. It calls to me, much like Cthulhu calls to me. But I don't know. I mean, we will have to dedicate a run to cursed swordiness. It's definitely gonna have to happen. I mean, we have to do it someday. But what? Oh wow. Whoop. We actually got kind of lucky there. We almost ran into a sticky situation, but we managed to avoid it, which is good. Makes me happy. And a happy. Go back for. You know what? We're gonna try something here. I'm gonna re-roll, and if we get a double damage cursed sword, then I'm gonna take it. But if we don't, then we're just gonna move on for our lives and call it a day. Alright, I got lucky this time. That was some scary Dead Cells Russian roulette right there. Okay. The random number gods look favorably upon us. Okay. Alright, this is our chance. Our one chance to redeem ourselves. And if we don't do it, then well, then guess we don't do it. There'll always be next run, I suppose. Alright, let's... Haha! Yeah, look at that. Look at that assassin. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, good. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Ow. I almost did it without taking damage. That's... Ow. Okay. Alright, not bad, not bad. That was pretty straightforward. Beautiful. Nicely done. Very nicely done indeed. Alright, let's continue down the road of making sure we've unlocked everything a little bit. Alright. I mean, there's some items I'm tempted to just, like, fully upgrade. But, for now, we should just, yeah, make sure everything is at least at ++. That's the good stuff right there. Takes a little while, but overall, that was a good run. We had like a temporary, like tiny split second of fear there, but then everything worked out, and that makes me happy. So we have broken, we've done it. The losing streak has been broken. I'm not even gonna bother recycling all those. I could, but nah. And also just because I can, I'm gonna heal myself to full health, because why not? Right. And on and on and on we go. I'm actually gonna laugh if our next run actually does start us off with a cursed sword. That would be funny. Right. The dream has happened. We have finally did it. So if we lose every other run on the duration of this stream, at least we can say that we won this one. So that's good. And actually, speaking of, looking at the time, I think we'll do one more run. Kind of tempted to take that, actually. But not today. Actually, another run, aside from a cursed sword run, another run that we're going to have to do at some point, I think, is we're going to have to do a run where we just use the starting sword and board. Let's go brutality, because I want to try doing something different this run. I want to switch things up a little bit, and I also want to make this run a little faster than our previous runs. And to do that, we're not gonna fight every enemy like we normally do. Ow. Alright, but I am gonna fight the enemies here because, and for no other reason than because while we're in here, time on the ticker over there does not move. So that's works for us. Alright, balance blade. I like that. Oh yeah, I can't recycle my starting weapon. Right. Okay. Alright, where is... there we go. We could go to the sewers, but before we do that, let's make sure we find the other stat upgrade. That way we are ready. Alright, it's obviously not there. So I guess we gotta go up here instead. And let's see, we went to the sewers last run, didn't we? Well, I guess we should go to the promenade, or no. Yes. Yes, we did go to the sewers last time, didn't we? It's kind of bad, already forgetting which levels I have or have not gone to. And yet, there we are. Okay. And in general... actually, we should try to get the assassin's dagger and, like, double phasers or something. That would be, that would actually be a nice synergy right there. I'm not going to make the mistake of not taking curse first, because curses are always good. Curses get you what you want. Sometimes. Or they get you killed. One or the other. They either get you what you want, or they get you dead. It all balances out at the end of the day anyway. Probably. Mostly. Excuse me. What was that about not killing every single enemy? I always start off with good intentions, but I guess you know what? My problem is that I have it, like, basically hardwired into me that I need to kill every single enemy, which is not even a little bit true. And yeah, so then we end up in awkward situations like this, where I end up taking silly damage. But then again, life is about being silly sometimes, so as long as that silliness does not result in our untimely demise, we're probably fine. No shortcuts unlocked as of yet. Okay. So I kind of want to make this a quicker run, so our... oh, hello. So our best bet for that is probably to go to the ramparts again. I really don't like those guys. But, you know, you gotta deal with things. Play the ball as it lies and whatnot, so... we'll attempt to keep it going. Oh, good. Yes, this is what I want. That's good. Oh, we're right. I forgot the balance blade was actually allowing us to heal ourselves in between runs. Or every time we killed an enemy. So that was good. But not great. All right. So the key is don't fight every enemy, run fast, speak softly, carry a big stick. I mean, big sticks are nice. All right, good. I also think now that we've broken our losing fight, I'm contemplating doing something different on the stream next week, just to switch things up. Since I imagine, like, as great as Dead Cells is, we don't want to, like, only do Dead Cells. So, not sure what I'm going to do yet, though there is, like, this, it's kind of like in development, like, city buildery kind of game. It's a little bit like RimWorld, but also, like, not RimWorld. That, has like a cool little like Twitch integration gimmicky thing whereupon viewers can enter like text commands and end up becoming like citizens in the game, which kind of seemed like a cool thing. I mean, actually, I should try doing some stuff on stream where we like the stuff that has like integration so that you guys watching can interact and like affect the outcome of whatever it is I'm playing. Start a new save, see how many runs it takes. Oh. Without unlocking anything? Just like basically a naked run? That sounds like a challenge that I could get behind. I mean, I actually think that might end up being easier, just because at this point I've become like so accustomed, or so I tell myself, I've become so accustomed to hard mode that regular mode surely has to be easy. But we'll definitely have to do that. We'll work that in there. I like the idea of it. Alright. So far so good. We've got our power. We've got our good secondary stat. I mean, that's the thing about tactics, is like, even if you're not doing a tactics build, you want a certain amount of tactics, because being able to shorten the time of your active skills is probably one of the most singularly important things you could do to improve your run. Alright. Alright, I did say I wasn't gonna kill every single enemy we came across. I'm doing a pretty bad job so far of actually living up to that promise for this run. Oh dear. Of course, part of that is because it's dangerous not killing every enemy. You end up with all kinds of people coming after you. So I guess it's about reasonable crowd control, I guess. That's what we gotta focus on. Reasonable crowd control rather than just rushing things. Especially if we wanted to go, say, to the other place. Also, you know what? It occurs to me, we're not actually going even half as fast as I want to pretend we're going. Oh well. Oh no, not you, not you. Why? Why dost thou torment me? Alright. But you guys don't give me cells, so or money for that matter, so I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you, but I will if I have to. But preferably not. Yeah, I can get behind that. The assassin is definitely, like, the assassin's difficulty definitely varies depending on what you're going into the fight with. Like, you're gonna have a very easy time fighting the assassin if you have any items that let you anyway incapacitate your enemies, whether it's the ability to freeze them, whether it's the ability to hack them from a distance, whether it's the ability to block them, etc. But yeah, the longbow and the ice bow is probably like the best combination for boss battles in general. Because then you get to stay away, you can combine it with the mutation where you do extra damage when you kill like far off enemies. It is truly a thing of beauty when you get it to work. Which you can do most of the time. That's also kind of what I like about, you know what the heck. Through doing like a super fast run, let's go to the prison depths. Don't even bother making sure we've unlocked everything. Got this. The infantry bow it's... I think the most insidious thing about the infantry bow is because of its power, it's really easy to forget that there's other really good combinations of weapons out there. Oh. And even just active skills for that matter. Like, of course, I do feel it wouldn't hurt if, perhaps, some items were made a little bit more powerful. Oh dear. That was almost a disaster. Like, there are some items that are, like, they're good. They have their uses, but they're not... Like, they're not, like, immediate heavy hitters. Like, but then again, not all items are supposed to be. Like, Hokuto's bow, for instance. That is a weapon that is definitely not something you're meant to use as your primary weapon. Same with the ice shock. That's not a primary weapon. That's a support weapon. Or the ice bow as well. The ice bow is not a weapon you'd want to use by itself, since it is kind of flimsy by itself. But when combined with other things, it becomes pretty powerful. Whoa, boy. Listen, Skeletor. Slow your roll, man. It's kind of funny to me, just a little bit, how like how fast I went from, oh, we're not gonna fight every enemy, we're just gonna speedrun this, to, oh, let's kill every enemy. It's just hardwired into me. It's gonna be hard to break that, especially because, like, once we've unlocked everything in the game, like, I think at that point, we're gonna want to try more speedrunning and stuff. But, like, right now... Ow. Oh. Oh, you clever little sneak. I thought you were going to turn around, but instead of turning around, he just waited for me to get there. And boom. I always hate that. Getcha. Getcha when you least expect it. But, all told, we've got a good build going here. Like, we're not overpowered, but we're strong and... Oh dear. We're strong enough that I'm not too afraid of us dying anytime soon. As long as I... Okay, never mind, never mind. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, that actually worked out. Oh, look at that. The bat mother thing of Satan is dead. Good. Man, I remember the old days when the only thing you had to worry about with the clockwork bat or clockwork spider was that he did like big ground pound shockwave attacks. I miss those days, to be honest. Those were the good old days. I mean, I like the rapier, but I kind of want to stick with what we've got here. Because I do like the burning mace. It's a good weapon. It's one of those weapons that, like, it's powerful on its own. It doesn't really do anything special, aside from set your enemies on fire, but it's a strong weapon, but nothing fancy. Which actually, now that I think about it, if there's one thing that Dead Cells could probably use, it's just, in general, more things. Oh. Like, more, like, every weapon should have, like, something special about it that makes it really, really powerful. Well, maybe not every weapon, but, like, every weapon that's not obviously supposed to be used in, like, a supporting role. But, like, every major weapon, every main weapon... Oh, dear. Needs, like, to be able to do critical hits, for instance, I think. That's probably, like, the one, now that I think about it, like, the one... If I was to complain about anything in Dead Cells, it would be that. That there are some weapons where they're good, but they don't do anything special aside from that. Like, they work, but they don't work. You know? And by don't work, I mean, like, they don't do more than they have to. They're like, they're just, like, real, like, minimum effort underachievers, basically. And I don't know. I don't know if I would consider the burning mace as like one of those underachieving kind of weapons, because like what it does really well. But on the other hand, it also, aside from what it does, oh god, that's just asking for trouble, man. But aside from doing what it doesn't like do anything extra. Then again, I suppose that's balanced out by the fact that it's actually like a strong weapon in its own right. So I guess what I'm really saying is that there's a few items in Dead Cells that are good, but they need to be rebalanced a little bit so that you don't overlook them versus obviously powerful items like the infantry bow. I think the Spartan sandals might be an example, but then again, the Spartan sandals, those might be, I guess now that I think about it, that might be something that you would use as a support item. The Hayabusa boots, though, that's an item. That's something I'm thinking of that, like, that's something that's clearly more of a, like a main weapon, something that you're intended to be capable of, like, actually sinking some damage in with. But it's missing. It needs some teeth. Wow, that's it? Were there even any stat upgrades here? There's a chest. I'm gonna laugh if that chest has a never cursed chest in it. Oh well. This ultimately was definitely worth our time. One way or the other. Okay, wait for it. It never hurts to be cautious when you've got a curse. Like, for instance, I can see some guys moving down there. One of those might be a clockwork spider, but it wasn't a clockwork spider. It was just a no. Oh god, oh god. No, no, get out, 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 get out. Yeah, that was like really, really bad. Damn magic or Archbishop there almost getting us killed. Oh boy. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. And I'm not going to let it get to me too much. Just a little bit though. I hate to lose. Ooh. Well, that's something special. I mean, I haven't really done much with like the like with these active skill items that have double or quadruple damage modifiers on them, but I like that it's there now. Because now these, like, this knife storm is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. Though, I guess at the same time, we are now a very real risk for dying. Horrible, horrible things. And let's see here. We want the extra damage for poison, bleed, or burn damage. That's going to work very well for us, I should hope. And from there, we just keep on keeping on. We fight the incomplete one, and then we make our way over to the assassin. Though I am thinking, I don't want to make sure we have enough cells, because I want to unlock the maximally upgraded assassin's dagger. But I think that's going to be like our main ultimate weapon for this particular run. Wow, look at that. That's actually pretty damaging. Ooh, sweet. You know what? I'm going to leave that free turkey dinner for now. Yeah, I mean, the knife storm by itself is almost killing the enemies just as is, so made the right choice, I think, in taking this super knife storm. And what do we get from here? What do we get from here? I mean, there's always the temptation of the cursed sword. And speak of the devil, and he shall appear. I mean, I don't know if I want to take that cursed sword because it has double tactics. Yes. Haha. Oh. Hey there, Tristan. Welcome to the stream. Alright. We are doing well. We are safe and secure, but we are not invincible. We are still very fragile. Never forget that. That's always the part that scares me, is that no matter how good a run looks, it could always go sideways on us at a moment. Like that. Actually, that wasn't so bad. Plus, I could have and probably should have just knife stormed it in order to clear it up right away, so. Sometimes I just panic a little bit. Just a little bit. Which is never a good thing. Don't panic. Panic is the worst thing you could do in most of these kinds of situations, and let's see. Let's see. Yes. Okay, there's the phaser, so we'll hold the phaser off for now, because we might want it. Probably gonna want it later, I think. Just like we're gonna want that turkey. I know myself all too well. Problem. Yes. Okay, and you, Mr. Armadillo Man, burned up pretty nicely. But we're gonna need that turkey, because I know myself well, and we're gonna end up needing that turkey. I mean, then again, when do you not need a turkey? Turkey's always welcome. At least I think so. I mean, it makes you tired after you eat it, but in general, turkey's good. Turkey is delicious. Yes! Alright. I mean, I'm feeling in control here, which is probably the most important part of any Dead Cells run. You want to make sure you're in control and you are... you know what you're doing. I don't always know what I'm doing, but in this case I do. And what I know, that we're going to take out these bad guys here. We're going to get a whole bunch of cells. Oop. We are going to knife storm that guy into oblivion. And once we beat the incomplete one, we're going to get the Assassin's Dagger, at which point this run is going to take a very different direction. Which actually, now that I think about it, that's something I really want to do more of in Dead Cells, is, like, especially once we get everything upgraded, so that it really does make sense to change up what I'm doing in a run, like, halfway through it. I want just, like, randomly go from, like, what we've got right here, where we're, like, burning our enemies to a delicious toasty crisp, to, like, I don't know, going for, like, a more tactical, assassin-y dagger kind of run. Oh, dear. That was close. I gotta get rid of... No. I gotta get rid of that knife storm. But it does remind me why I got that turkey in the first place. Or left the turkey there. This also works. This does what we need it to do as well. 75% of our health restored. That is good news to me. What about this? That wouldn't have been a bad choice. I like the electric whip. I mean, I like having, like, the throwing knives, electric whip. Bows, since an update or two ago, also have been pretty good. But, like, anything that lets you attack, like, kind of at an angle, being as you kind of need these things in order to get some of the nastier enemies out there, like brain bats. Always got to worry about brain bats. They're watching you, man. Always waiting, especially in the ramparts. I do not like that. They're there. They're there, and they will come for us sooner or later. Oh, sweet. Another turkey. I probably shouldn't have eaten that turkey when I did, but then again, better to be safe than sorry. Also occurs to me I might want to pick up our pace just a tiny bit so that we can actually hit the time door that the incomplete one has waiting after him with stuff. That one kind of got away from me. Just a little bit. Plus, we do have enough cells, but we are... Did it again. Whoop, no, yes. That was too close. Way too close. Then again, that's the way old GamingByGaslight lives his life. A crazy old man living on the crazy old edge. Not that old. Not yet, anyway. But I'll get there. Someday that statement will be true. Someone watching a recording of this stream, like, 10 years from now Well, I guess even 10 years from now, I won't be that old, but I'll be 10 years older than I was 10 years ago, so I guess we have that working in our favor. Some way or fashion. Ah, yes. Of course, the one thing you can never do is get your youth back, no matter how much you may want it. Of course, then again, that's the real crazy thing about life, isn't it? That when you're young, you want to be grown up, but when you're grown up, you want to be young. Truly the paradox of time. And I did it yet again. Aha! I love doing that. Shooting off a knife storm right as the armadillo is like spinning past me. Like one of those duels from ye old martial arts movies where they both go flying past each other, singular sword strike, then one man ends up walking away. Cool stuff. Cool times. Also, you know what? I'm not going to risk it. I'm going right back for that turkey. Alright. Come on, turkey. Here, turkey, turkey, turkey. Beautiful. Alright, so we're set. We're good. We're safe. So I think I've missed the time door already. That's okay. We don't need the time door. It's nice, but time door isn't everything. It's not the be-all, end-all of Dead Cells. Though admittingly, I do treat it like it is the be-all, end-all sometimes. And it really shouldn't, because, like, those skill upgrades are useful, but skill upgrades by themselves are never and should never be the deciding point in whether or not you are actually able to beat a run. Weapons are the deciding point in whether you beat a run or not. If you have bad weapons, you're probably not going to have a good time. But then again, that's not even true, is it? I want to leave now? Not yet. There is still a little bit, and since we're basically doing the opposite of what I said we were going to do when we started this run, and instead of doing a nice fast run, we're just kind of meandering around here. I figure, you know, might as well make the most of our meandering. Get full power. There we go. Good stuff. Actually, we didn't really get much extra out of that, but we got a little something extra, and that's always pleasant. Pleasant enough. It justifies its own existence. So, from here we go. We are. Actually, you know what? I think next time on the stream, I might start off... Actually, I'm trying to think, like, for what I want to do next week. I want to try to find something that gives some, like, actual, like, audience interaction a little bit. I'll look into that for next time. That way you guys can influence the game a little bit. I know there's a couple of games out there. I think I might have some games that have that kind of functionality. So we'll want to give that a try. Whoop. Not even hitting him. Not even a little bit. Not even once. Oh. Okay, not good. Come on, come on. Alright, this is actually a good run so far. We are... Hey, wait for it. Oh dear. Not good, not good. Yes, 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 yes! And then roll. And then he blows up. Alright, that worked out. You know, it also occurred to me, the Incomplete One's the only boss who actually drops a pile of money when you beat him. I never noticed that before, but that's a thing that happens. Alright, 3 minutes too slow. That's okay, though. Let's see, Assassin's Dagger. Assassin's Dagger. There you go, Assassin's Dagger. Alright. Unlock that to its fullest potential, and then we'll just kind of go on sliding down the line here. Gonna skip over the double-notched bow for now, because pyrotechnics is also pretty awesome. Okay, so we'll upgrade that. Lose 1 brutality. Wait, this is only ++. Thought I'd upgrade it. Oh, didn't upgrade it to anything. Thought I had it at S rank there, but I was wrong. It happens. Alright, so now that we've got the Assassin's Dagger, we want to turn things around a little bit. We'll go back to our beloved Slumbering Sanctuary. Turn things around a little bit, and we're going to try to get the Phaser. We'll have that replace our Knife Storm. Though it does occur to me the Knife Storm is actually really good. I assume it would do a lot of damage against the Assassin, but I am a little bit scared of maybe things going horribly wrong. Then again, sometimes things have to go horribly wrong before they go horribly right. If that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. I like this. Should have upgraded the Phaser now that I think about it. This is good. You know what? I'll keep it, and I'll get rid of the Ice Grenade. No. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. The double damage is gonna get me killed, so I gotta play strategically here. Rather than playing dangerously. I might actually still go, like, switch things around and go fight, or go grab the Assassin's Dagger. I'm not gonna rule that out, because the Assassin's Dagger is all, or not the Assassin's Dagger, the Cursed Sword. Oh, this is gonna be really... But it actually worked out okay. That's all I need. Things work out okay, I'm happy. And in this case, they did end up working out okay, so nothing to worry about. And before we go forward, let's go backwards so that we can get rid of our curse. Always better get rid of your curse before risking your life. New adventures, probably, maybe. Or not. We'll see. Oh, also, you know what? Thought just occurred to me. Of things that may be of some interest is, I was reading just the other day, Twitch is, I guess, trying to step up, I guess, getting into YouTube's racket a little bit. Since I guess they're adding some more functionality to, like, just regularly uploading videos. So while Twitch is mostly about streaming, they wanna... Oh, look at that. Never cursed chest. They wanna, I guess, have more stuff to encourage people to, like, just regularly upload, like, pre-recorded stuff as well. And I can get I don't like what you're doing there. Like, he was just kinda flirping around towards us, and that's just dangerous. Oh god. Not so bad now, though. Anyway. Oh boy. Wait for it. No, don't run away. Don't run away, I'm not done with you yet. But anyway, so yeah, I might start, like, in addition to YouTube, I might start expanding. Like, I mean, I kind of want to expand what I do on Twitch in general. Like, it's a bit basic right now, my Twitch page, because most of my energy is still on YouTube, but I figure probably worth investing a little bit more time and effort into that. You know, just so we have some options on, like, how we do things. Never hurts, I would say, and can only help. Oop. And yeah, so there's that. I'm going to be considering doing that, and I'm also going to use that as an excuse to kind of continue my plans of just, my big goal for 2018 is I want to, like, upgrade the production values and stuff on the channel. So you can look forward to seeing more of that slowly coming about over the course of this year, I think. I don't really want anything right there now. But we'll see. Because I want to always be doing more, as it were. Doing more, trying more, experimenting with stuff, seeing what exactly the upper limits of what we could get away with on the channel are. I think we can probably get away with a lot. Oh dear. Oh dear. Scary times, man. Scary times. But, scary as they are, It all works out. Mostly. Mostly sometimes. Oh yeah, look at that power. We've got a lot of power. Actually, you know what? I guess if we're going slow anyway, I might as well go in here and pay a visit to these fellas. Oh, that way we can possibly get more cells and more money. It's always important. I mean, you don't want to go like crazy levels of money obsession because start worshipping money, start having problems, I should think. That's dangerous. But for now, we've got a good thing going, and I intend to keep it that way. Yes. Oh, no. But also, yes. Lots of yes. Yes, yes. Yeah, look at that. The golem is terrifying. Like, and I still maintain that the golem exists basically as like a preview of the assassin, because both of them are like, they're relatively easy to fight once you know how to fight them, and like once you know what it is they're doing. But even if you know how to fight them, they also still deliver a lot of damage, like a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. So you always got to be careful. Also, you know, they're basically big daddies, so you gotta love that, appreciate it. Though at the same time, you also think to yourself, dang it, didn't I get enough Big Daddy drills to the face in BioShock? Apparently not. Speaking of BioShock, I don't think we'll ever see it, but I've always kind of wanted there to be a BioShock 3, where you like play as a splicer or something. Though I don't really know where, like, with BioShock, where you could like actually take Rapture's story, because, you know, at this point, it's all familiar, it's all known. But I, for one, would not be opposed to seeing another, like, just regular old BioShock game. Just because I like the setting. And you'd have, like, you have to figure out how to do something different with the setting. But I bet with, like, the right storyteller, you could probably do something pretty cool. That's just my 10 cents. Wow. The game's given us a lot of turkey. Yeah, you too. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Right. Let's see here. And that doesn't really play with anything that we're working with right now. But you know what? Oil grenades are another weapon that I tend to overlook. Like, they are like the definition of a support item, because I'm pretty sure they do virtually no damage by themselves. Ow. But they are actually pretty useful for making your fire work even harder for you, which is always good. And more fire is better than less fire, I should think. And we went to the sepulcher just last time, so let's instead... Actually, no, I'm going to walk back so we can get the free turkey. Because I kind of want to heal myself a little bit. And from there... Alright, we'll go to the clock tower. The clock tower is an awesome level. I like the clock tower. Clock tower is fun. Hey there, welcome to the stream. Alright. So far we've survived everything that the game has thrown at us, and we are definitely enjoying a lot of power. But naturally, we are just one unfortunately misplayed play away from, you know what, I'm gonna actually pick this because more cooldown is better than less. And I want, actually, that's good. I lose some brutality, but I gain a bit of extra tactics, which is good. Not the be-all end-all, but yeah. Tactics is useful no matter what kind of run you're doing. We're never making a mistake if you have tactics. At least that's my opinion. Which also that might actually be, depending on your point of view, that might actually be a bit of a problem with Dead Cells, is the fact that tactics is like such such a useful and valuable thing that you like feel like you almost need it, but you don't. But it does feel that way sometimes. So there are some skill items that have like really short like downtime, so you don't really need to worry about the whole tactics mutation that shortens cooldown. Like the phaser and the, I forget what it's called. It might be called the infantry bomb, but it's like the little basic bomb that has a really short cooldown time just by default. So you are not going wrong by having it. I also like the fact that we're so strong that we don't, strictly speaking, need to worry about... Ow. Good job, Gaslight. That you don't necessarily need to worry about getting a critical hit in order to do critical damage, so to speak. I mean, we're obviously not doing critical damage when we're not getting our critical hits in, but we are still doing a pretty good job. And I think we have a very optimal build going here, like for what we want to do. So we're probably not going to kill the assassin as quickly as we did in the last run, but we should be able to make the assassin cry for mommy. Nonetheless, it's always good. I mean, you can never go wrong making the assassin cry. I mean, then again, I guess it's not nice making the assassin cry. I mean, she has feelings too, but then again, she is trying to kill us, so screw her. At least, I guess that's the stance I'm taking on that. At least for now. I mean, it may turn out the assassin has some kind of tragic backstory that'll make me want to feel more sympathy for her, but for now, the assassin is just another boss. Not even human. There we go. Guess you watch, the cursed chest is up here, and I wasted a perfectly good opportunity. Turns out, that was not the case. Could have been the case, though. I'm pretty glad it wasn't. Oh, look at that. Cursed chest in this room, though. Nope. No, I'm still wrong. I hate it when I'm wrong. But you can't be right all the time. I really should try seeing if the decoy works against bosses. Because I've always, like, just arbitrarily assumed it... Ow. I've always arbitrarily assumed it doesn't, but there's really no evidence to indicate that it doesn't, so... You know, I should give it a bit of a chance. Just a little bit of one. For old time's sake. Oh. Why? Oh god, oh god. Get the heck out of here. Oh wow, I actually healed myself almost to full health without even really trying. Oh, that worked. Wait for it. Beautiful. Sometimes without even trying, I end up with a good tactic going in my favor. Not always, though. In fact, often as not, I'm really basically just, you know what? Like last time, we're gonna leave ourselves open to the possibility of a cursed sword run, but I'm not strictly looking to do a cursed sword run. Let's see. Bleeding, stunned, arrow upward, stunned, poisoned. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to leave the possibility there. Though that cursed sword doesn't really fit with our build, because we're not doing a tactics build. Whoa. So I'm not so sure I want to invest in it. But we might. We could. I mean, there's no reason why we can't. And it is... Oh, look at that. Never opportunity to invest in the cursed sword. Alright. I mean, I'll do it. Like, just... I'll open us to the possibility. Brutality? Alright, you're at least a bit more balanced, so... We'll leave ourselves open to the possibility of doing a cursed sword fight. But... on the other hand, we haven't actually killed the assassin with the assassin's dagger. Plus, I also feel that's kind of a delicious irony that we cannot afford to lose. My personal opinion. I mean, literally, killing the assassin with the assassin dagger is delicious. Oh, and yeah, that was all kinds of bad. And yet, it tasted all kinds of good. All right, we escape. We then jump up here. We do this. We do some of that. I'm not leaving us the opportunity to have any enemies to fight if and when we get a cursed chest, but we might not get a cursed chest this time. I mean, for the longest time, and by for the longest time, I mean sometime around the Brutal update when it first came out, we existed in a period of time where the levels were kind of guaranteed to have like X number of chests, X number of stat upgrades, X number of cursed chests, and like you could set your watch almost to no, that was bad. Nope. No. Yes. Whoop. Beautiful. That worked out. Itsy bitsy spider right there. Working good. Or hardly working. One or the other. Oh boy. Alright. So far, we have set ourselves up with a build that is pretty reliable, which I like. I like reliability. If there's one thing I like, it's being able to rely on what I've got. But I think I might be killing too many enemies. We're leaving ourselves vulnerable to that magical time when we finally get a cursed chest. And speaking of, I bet it's right here. Nope, I was wrong once again. Alright, we'll open ourselves up yet again to the possibility of yet another cursed sword. I should have checked out that assassin's dagger. It might have... Okay, you see, that's a little bit more what I'm talking about. But then again, it only does 27,000 damage per hit, so... I mean, you can tell we're pretty spoiled as far as, like, just items are concerned. When we can make, oh, it only does 27,000 damage. Like, you know, as if 27,000 damage is not, like, some of the most ridiculous kind of damage that you could be doing to an enemy. And yet, there we are. But, I mean, we are in that very privileged position where we do get to pick and choose what we accept as acceptable. Oh. Which is good enough for me. Makes my life that much easier. Okay, there's the cursed chest. Oh, boy. Yeah, if you haven't played for a couple of months, and you've probably missed the Foundry, which was the last update, which, basically, now you can upgrade all of your items so that you can get extra stats on top of them. And, yeah, you do eventually get some, like, pretty ridiculous stats going there. But you do need all those stats because there is hard mode now. And hard mode is exactly as the name suggests, and it will make you question your sanity and whether you're actually good at this game. I know it's definitely done that for me. Oh good, curse is gone. But then again, I also question my sanity most of the time anyway, so I guess that's not anything new. Again, a bit of healthy sanity questioning is not bad. Then again, questioning your sanity too much is probably a sign of insanity. Or is it? I don't know. Seeing as I'm not diagnosed as clinically insane, I guess I really don't have the expertise to be able to speak on that one way or the other. But I do know, though, any luck, and when I say luck, I don't really mean luck, because, like, just a little bit of skill and a little bit of, you know, making sure I make smart life choices, and we are pretty much set to not die, and we're gonna get another win. Which would actually be a very nice way to wrap this stream up. After 3 weeks of, like, nothing but dying, to end up getting 2 wins in a row. I like that. I mean, it's possible. In fact, it's more than possible. It is, I would dare say, probable. But we cannot... Oh dear. Can't... Oh dear. Don't do that, man. Excuse me, good sir. Gentle sir, noble sir. Alright. Power is there. The will is there. The desire is there. Felt like I was missing something down there for a second. I might have been missing something. But I'm going to let it go for now. Because sometimes you just have to let these things go. Dead. We'll make our way to the top. Get all this out of the way. Boom, shakalaka. Man. You know what? I'm going to officially, at this point, add the Assassin's Dagger to my list of underrated weapons. Oh, dear. Because it is incredibly potent, even when I'm not getting critical hits in here. I like that. That is a thing of profound beauty, I would dare say. More or less. Should I go back for that cake? I think I'm not going to go back for that cake. I'm gonna stay here for now. And we are... Let's reset our mutations, because... Alright, so we want extra damage there. Want lowered cooldowns, because that's pretty important. And I think I'm going to take with this one. Feels like a smart play. Good idea, smart builds, done deal. Everything's good. And... Alright, let's make some magic happen. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. Oh! Wowzers. You know what? If I hadn't cowered away... Whoop. Whoop. Ho-ho! Nicely done. We didn't get hit, and we are full of money. We are also full to the bursting with a sense of pride and accomplishment, and we didn't even have to pay any microtransaction fees in order to earn it, so yay! That joke at EA's expense is probably getting a little tired by now. But, I'll probably keep making it anyway. I know myself. I don't let old jokes go until they are completely, like skeletons. And then reanimate them. Not always the best strategy, really, but I do it. Alright, look at all that. Yes, look at this. Almost everything is up to ++, which means it is now only a matter of time. Look at that. Fine additions to my collection indeed. Very fine. Right, I'm feeling good. 2 wins in a row. That's... I mean, that's not the most surprising, but, you know, hard mode being hard mode. It's been a while since I've been able to claim doing that. Yes. Done it, we have did it, and we will do it again, but I guess we'll have to wait on doing it again until next time, because for now, this is where we're going to say goodbye, so it's been a good stream. Thanks for coming out, everyone. I hope you all had a good time, and hope to see you all here again next week, when we are probably going to do something other than Dead Cells next week, though. Just a heads up. I'm going to try something different. Not sure what yet, but it will be something. So again, with that said, see you all next week, everyone.